where better to recapture the spirit of these ventures than at Stevenage, Hertfordshire? And works of art like Branowsky's Joyride are much in evidence. So too are the continental-style kiosks with their colourful posters.
Okay, just made it to Stevenage. Very wet and rainy Stevenage, so I'm actually heading over to Tesco because it's raining and I forgot to bring a bag. I'm going to have to cover up the camera, otherwise it's going to get ruined. Like I said, I've got what I think might work to stop the camera getting wet in this British weather. Summer's well and truly gone now. So let's head over to the stadium and let's have a little look what's going on now. It's still pretty early, I think it's about 10:30, so let's go. Okay, good morning. As mentioned, I'm in a very wet Stevenage. If you don't know where Stevenage is, insert map right now. Stevenage are in League 2. They finished 16th last season, and yeah, I'm here today to find out what being a fan of Stevenage is all about and how the club connect with the community, what projects they have going, and yeah, just learn a little bit more about the club myself. And a little bit about Stevenage itself. It has a population of about 90,000. And also, interestingly enough, there are quite a few famous sporting celebrities from Stevenage. In terms of the team themselves, a little bit of history on Stevenage. They've won the FA Trophy a few times and actually got promoted in 1996, 97 I believe, but were unable to go to the Football League due to insufficient ground facilities, so a big blow for the club at the time. Then they had to wait quite a long time, I believe it's till 2010-11 when they gained promotion to the Football League again, and since then they've done pretty well. Have actually ascended up to League 1, didn't quite hold their position in League 1 and now are currently in League 2. In terms of other honours, they've won the FA Trophy a few times, and also they've had a couple of cup runs. In the FA Cup in 1998, I believe, knocked out by Alan Shearer's Newcastle, and then in more recent history getting to the 5th round of the FA Cup where they were knocked out by Tottenham. Broadhall Way, or the Lambic Stadium as it's known for sponsorship reasons, is a fairly modern facility, a capacity of 6,722, so I'm eager when I get inside to see how the stadium looks. And in all honesty, I'm hoping I'm going to be sitting under a roof out of the rain because the weather is terrible today. It's going to make it a bit of a challenge for me to stop and have a chat with fans, I think. Most people get a little scared off with my camera, but when it's peeing down in true British weather style, I think it's going to be very difficult for me to grab hold of them. But I will try my best. I'll endeavour to get an opinion of the fans as well as the opinions of the club. Again, similar to the places I went before, Wickham and Crawley, etc. The club has a little bar. It's called the Broadhall Suite, and I'm presuming later on when all the fans arrive, that's where everyone will be congregating, going in for a drink before the match.
I'm a member of the Supporters Association. I'm on the committee, and we support anything we can to help the club, and anything we raise, all our profits go to the club at the end of the season.
Okay. What type of things can I buy today?
You can buy anything. So we have shirts, which are just left them in there, to magnets, anything. Lots and lots of stuff.
Yeah, first memory was probably the year they won the conference the first time. The best memory is the first of our visits to Wembley when we were the first team to lift the FA Trophy, a trophy in the new Wembley. It shows the sporting nature of that particular game, because as we were going back to our coaches and the Kidderminster coaches were going past and they were applauding us, which to me is what football should be about, not what it can be in the Premiership.
Indeed, yes. You're going to give me a prediction?
I hope we'll win 2-1.
2-1, well, I hope you do as well. Enjoy the game.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks
again.
very much.
Thank you. I'm heading over to the club offices, and I'm going to be meeting up with the CEO of Stevenage Football Club and get a bit of word on the short and long-term goals of the club.
Yeah, so as a club we were only established in 1976, so we're fairly young in terms of the world of professional football clubs. Promoted to the Football League back in 2010. So we're really starting to cement ourselves within the Football League and consolidate. We had a great spell in League One early on in our Football League tenure. Unfortunately we were relegated, and we're now trying to get ourselves back into League One, but also cement ourselves as a real League One football club as well. I think the first thing for this season is, you'll probably see behind you there's a big empty gap where we're in the process of building our north stand. For us that's really important. We're slightly delayed at the minute with build, but hopefully get that ready for the end of this season. And really it's about how do we then start to fill that, how do we engage the community. We're in a position here geographically where we've got a lot of clubs close to us, Tottenham's, Arsenal's, West Ham's, all built big stadiums in the last few years, which has had a big effect on our attendances. So for us it's about finding our place in the market. How do we engage people in the club, how do we provide that community feel, and how do we get them coming week in, week out. So we just launched a really big project which has had a lot of national media coverage in the last few weeks, which is a residence letter. So it's a letter from the manager educating the people about the town, about the football club, inviting them to one of 8 fixtures this season where they can purchase 2 tickets for £10. Today is actually the first day that's redeemable. We've already done 350 tickets, which is fantastic, and we're hoping that 39,000 households we've delivered to will take up the offer over the next few weeks.
So I'm Danny Burge, I'm the project officer at Stevenage Football Club Foundation. So we have kind of 3 main project officers. So we have a school, sport and education manager, and they're kind of responsible for our Premier League program stars delivery. So that's where we go into schools and do kind of PPA cover, active maths, PE delivery, and after school clubs, lunch clubs and breakfast clubs. We've got a community engagement manager who works on our walking football programs, that's your men 50 plus. Our active top sessions, disability football, and our Premier League kicks programme. And then I run our NCS programme and our women and girls development programme. Okay. So we run our Premier League girls programme, which is funded by the Premier League, and that's kind of to engage participants that are 11 plus. So we go into schools, run sessions after school clubs, and then we've got a couple of community-based sessions as well. We run like mum sessions and soccer side sessions, which is really just about getting women involved in football in some way, shape or form. Just to kind of get the engagement there first off, and then if it then develops into an actual football session, then that's great. Just kind of getting people active really. Okay,
I read on the website there was some sort of cooking, like health cooking program. That was quite interesting. That's a bit
that's
different.
Starting today actually. So that's community kitchens for families who want some extra support with cooking, spending time with their family. So each week they cook a different meal. They learn about the nutritional aspects of it, the hygiene factors, and then whilst the adults are cooking, the children are doing some fun activities, colouring, some sport activities. It's kind of a great way to get everyone there in the same place. Kind of has a real good community feel to it as well. We've launched our kids zone this season, which is kind of outside our office. There's a big inflatable speed cage, table football, face painting. We've got junior fan passports, so they bring their passport along, they get a sticker for each game that they come to. So we've got that today as well. I believe that we've got first time badges as well today. So we've launched our residency programme where we send letters out to the community. So if they come today for the first time, they get a little Borough Bear badge.
Awesome, brilliant. Okay, thank you very much.
I'm Luke Wilkins and I'm a community sports coach for Stevenage Football Club Foundation. So my day-to-day role is we go out into primary schools and deliver a different variety of projects. So my mornings start off with a breakfast club at a school, which involves doing a different sport every day to a variety of different kids, trying to keep them active and enjoyed in the morning. That normally goes off into a lunch club where we'll do another sport for a certain year group. We'll change it depending on the weather, and then after that we'll go into a PE delivery where we'll focus on a few different topics. So it might be PE and games where we change the sport every week. We might look at leadership programs, we might look at teamwork, we might look at communication. And then we normally finish off with an after school club, which is predominantly football based, but we also do multi-sport sessions as well as fitness sessions. I'm mascot coordinator, so every home game I have a selection of mascots that come to me and they basically get the full match day experience. So they start off in our foundation office, they get changed into a brand new Stevenage FC kit, and then they get taken into the changing rooms and they get a programme or a football and they get it signed by all the players. They get to meet the managers, have a chat with some of the players before the game. Once they do that, they get a lunch which is provided by the club, and then they get the chance to enjoy our brand new kids zone where they can have a go at a speed radar challenge or a target practice, and then they'll get to go on the pitch and have a kick about on the pitch before the players get to go on. and then as soon as they've had the kickabout, then they will lead the players out for the game and have a picture with the captain. So you go off the website, so stevenagefcfoundation.com, or you can pop into the office, which is located at the stadium right next to the club shop, or you can ring our number, which is 01438 223 223.
And could I be a mascot?
We do. We only look at 5 to 14, but I'm sure we can make a special case for you.
You all get one go each and see who wins. Boom. Today on the camera situation, I have it wrapped in a bin bag. Quality all the way. Okay, gonna go into the ground now and get some shelter. A big, absolutely massive thank you to everybody at the club, Alex the CEO for spending a couple of minutes with me on a really busy day, on a match day, but also Danny and everyone at the Stevenage Football Club Foundation as well, being really accommodating, showing me around the club on a match day. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping I'll have such luck on the rest of my journey. So let's go into the ground and let's catch the first and second half, and then I'll see you after the game.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
There you go, John. I'll enjoy the game.
I started the day today with a nice cup of tea, as you should in the morning. The team are just coming out. We're about half an hour before kick-off. I'm going to enjoy my tea and then cue a little montage for the game, and then I'll see you at full time. So I've decided to come into my car because it's absolutely freezing. Today's game, however, wow, what a good one. Stevenage didn't start very well. They could have been 2 down after about 5 minutes, but slowly come back into the game, getting an equaliser, and then in the last sort of 10 minutes scored 2 late goals and ended up winning 3-1. I'm going to link the club's actual match report in the description below, so if you want to check that out. Again, I really want to thank the club, Alex Tunbridge, the CEO, Danny for showing me around, and Daniel as well. Also, everyone basically at the club was really, really helpful. By far the most accommodating club thus far on my trip. It was really nice to see that, you know, the club connecting with their local community. That's what I've been wanting to see, and I have seen in with the other clubs that I have visited. Today was another great example of a League One, League Two side connecting with their community and bringing people through the gates, and not just coming to see the game, but also how they connect with the community as a whole. And it was great to see that. It was a Residents' Day today, plus of all the other projects that they have going. Remember why we're here today? We are here because I'm travelling around the 92 Football League clubs in the UK and raising money and awareness for CALM, that's the Campaign Against Living Miserably. The easiest way to donate and get involved is to simply just watch this video, share it with all your friends. The more people that watch the video, the more money that is raised for charity. All the advertising revenue that's made from YouTube will be donated to the Just Giving cause. Also, if you want to get involved and donate a little bit more, there's a little bit of info down here. You can text and donate a little bit more, and if you want to go even bigger, there's some link in the description to the Just Giving page. You can log on there and contribute as much as you like. If you're unsure what CALM, the Campaign Against Living Miserably, is all about, take a minute to watch this. We're raising awareness for male suicide in the UK. If you know anyone that needs help, or you need help yourself, check out the link in the description to the calmzone.net. And I have a confidential telephone line for you to get in touch if you just want to have a chat. The easiest way to donate is to share this video. The more people that watch it, the more money that is donated. Be a supporter and text FPFC 92 £1 to 770. If you want to donate a little bit more, check out the link to our Just Giving page in the description. If you want to get involved in the videos, visit our social media, send some direct messages, and hopefully I'll see you on a match day. Male suicide's a bit of a taboo subject. Us men don't really like to talk about it too much, but interestingly enough, the greatest threat to a man's life in the UK is themselves. Let that one sink in. It's incredible. So, if you want to get involved, like I said, all the links in the description, and I will catch you on number 6. I'll see you then. Peace out.